Hello and welcome to the eLearning Author Limited YouTube channel. In this series of videos, I'm sharing a behind-the-scenes walkthrough of a recent project I created in Adobe Captivate. So far this series, I've introduced the project and explained how it worked, talked about customizing the Captivate workspace, described how I group items on the timeline, shown how I create multi-state objects for the project, talked about advanced and shared actions, discussed the drag and drop activity I set up, and last week I talked about the knowledge check slides. If you haven't already watched these videos, there's a link in the top right corner to take you to the playlist. In this video, I'll be talking about the closed captions I set up in the project. Just to be clear, this isn't a traditional tutorial showing a step-by-step process, although there will be elements of that. It's more an insight into how I approached my project. Hopefully some of the ideas covered here will spark some aha moments for you, or perhaps provide some inspiration as to what you can achieve in Captivate. My intention here is to show how I approached my project. There are inevitably multiple ways to achieve every outcome, and different people will prefer different approaches. Please feel free to share any constructive thoughts relating to creating or designing projects in Adobe Captivate in the comments below. You can run the project yourself if you wish from my website www.elearningauthor.co.uk. Just click Sample Modules in the top right corner, then click the Photography Skills sample, or you can click the link in the description below. As there's a fair amount of audio in this project, which is not shown on the slides, I wanted to allow for situations where it wasn't possible for people to hear the audio, so I set up closed captions. If I run the project, you can see that I included a text caption right at the beginning of the project to warn people that audio was playing and pointing out where to turn on the closed captions, should they wish to. If I click the CC button, we can see the text along the bottom of the screen. Taking a photograph is all about controlling light, specifically how much of it enters the camera when you take a photograph. If you have your camera set to auto, let's switch to Captivate and look at how I set this up. To view the captions for the selected slide, I need to turn on the Slide Notes panel. To do that, I'll click Window and Slide Notes. I'll just drag the panel up so we have a better view. Here we can see 3 text captions that I've created so far for this slide. If I click the closed captioning button, we can see the audio file together with the start and end times for each caption. From here, I can control the formatting of the caption by clicking the cog icon. In the settings, you can choose whether the closed captions are initially displayed. If this option is not checked, then a learner will need to click the CC button on the play bar to see the captions. On the left, you can specify the font style, size, colour and text alignment. In the middle, you can specify how the caption should be aligned and positioned on the slide. On the right, you can specify the background colour and its opacity. At the moment, we're looking at the settings for slide 1. To switch between slides or to view the settings for the entire project, I can click the slide number drop-down list. If we look at the project settings, you'll see that we get an extra option to override slide level settings. I'll click Close to return to the audio file. For each caption, we can see the start time marked on the audio file with a yellow line and a number. So here we can see that the first caption will appear, assuming you've clicked the CC button when you run the project, just before the audio starts. If I zoom out for a moment, you can now see when the second and third captions will appear. Let's add a final caption for the last piece of audio. If I click on the audio, I can then play it to check whether I'm in the right place. Explore the image shown to find out more. Having checked I'm in the right place, I can now click the plus button to add a caption at this point. I can either type directly into the box for the new caption, or I can copy and paste the text from somewhere else. Note, if you're pasting, there's no right click or button, you just need to press the shortcut key Ctrl+V. With my final caption for this slide added, I'll click the Save button and then the Close button. We can see the new caption I just added, and we can see that the checkbox in the CC column to the right is checked. If the caption has been added but this checkbox is not selected, the caption won't display when the project is run. So that's it for this week, and also for this series. I hope you found these videos useful. Thanks for watching.